Hello, everybody. My name is Mizanic. I'm an international artist, specifically hip hop and Afrobeat artist or Afro pop here in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. My message is to African leaders, especially Liberia. The message is grow more food, put agriculture as your number one priority. And in order to do this, you have to provide incentives to farmers to grow different crops. They have to be able to grow different crops, provide them with the land resource, provide them with the seeds they need, provide them with fertilizers, provide them with irrigational systems to easily water their crops, provide incentives for agriculture. And everybody can't grow the same types of crops. So have different crops, different farmers growing different crops, and provide incentives. Provide incentives to food packaging companies. Provide incentives to food production companies. Provide more incentives for agriculture, food production, water production, things of that nature, animal farming. Provide more incentives. The number two thing to do will be to minimize, after you've done the first part, you have to minimize the amount of imports. So you're importing all these goods, minimize that. Maximize your export. And if you maximize your export and minimize your import, basically the economy is going to grow better. Your money rate will become higher. And basically, you're going to have a better, way better economy than you ever had. So minimize the imports, maximize your export, and basically that will really save your economy and help your country to flourish. But your country, the farmers in your country, they have to be number one priority. They have to grow enough food to sustain not only your country, but to sustain the neighboring countries. Also, trade with other African countries. And we see the free trade agreement was signed by almost every country except Nigeria. Hopefully, Nigeria will join on board. But trade with other countries in Africa. So if Nigeria produces more rice than Ghana, get the rice from Nigeria instead of having to order rice from the USA. If Ghana produces more corn or corn products than any other African country, get the corn from them. It just takes them loading the truck and driving it into Liberia. Whereas, and it will be a whole lot faster, by the way, than having to put something on a ship, which would take over a month plus just to get in Africa. So trade more with African countries. Each African country produces several different types of crops, and they have different natural resources that each country could utilize. So this free trade agreement that was just signed is a big, big win for Africa, but it has to go into effect ASAP. But yeah, minimize your imports, maximize your export, give incentives to farmers, and the country will be well on its way. The money value will go up, the economy will get a whole lot better. And this is my message, especially to African countries.